Dose of inspiration and encouragement. I'm your host, Nyomi, and I am thrilled to be here with you today. This podcast is brought to you by Ask Nyomi and Elevate Me Self-Discovery. Are you ready to elevate your mindset and embrace the power of self-love? Well, have you come to the right place? Each day we'll dive into topics that will empower and inspire you on your journey towards self-discovery and personal growth. Whether you're looking to cultivate healthy relationships, boost your confidence, or find balance in your life, this podcast is here to support your every step on the way. We believe that self-love is the foundation of living a fulfilled and joyful life. And together we explore practical tips, insightful interviews, and transformative stories that will leave you feeling inspired and motivated. So join me Monday through Friday as we embark on this daily adventure of self-love. Tune into the Season of Self-Love podcast to start your day on a positive note and discover the limitless potential within yourself. All right, well, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Today is Friday, February 9, 2024, and welcome to the Season of Self-Love podcast. I am your host, Nyomi Banks, and today, this is where we will dive into the depths of personal growth and empowerment. And I'm so thrilled to have you with us today as we explore an intriguing topic today is the role of gratitude in cultivating a dominant mindset. And in this episode is designed to uncover how simple yet profound practice of gratitude can shift our mindset towards dominance and enabling us to lead our lives with confidence and resilience. But first, let's take a quick break. And then when we come back, we'll talk about understanding gratitude and dominant mindset. All right. It's your girl, the Goddess Nyomi Banks here on the Season of Self-Love podcast. And we'll be right back. All right, my sexy people. Are you ready to be inspired and motivated to create the life of your dreams? Then mark your calendars for February 15th at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Because Ask Nyomi Bridging the Gap, we are back live and with an incredible guest. So get ready to meet Mo, the Goddess, a lifestyle coach, entrepreneur, and the author of the captivating book, Permission to Power. You won't want to miss this captivating conversation as Mo, the Goddess, dives deep into her personal journey, revealing the challenges she has overcome, the lessons she's learned, and the breakthroughs that transformed her life. So mark your calendars for February 15th at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and join us live for an unforgettable episode of Ask Nyomi Bridging the Gap podcast. Get ready to be inspired, motivated, and discover the power within you to create the life that you deserve. So don't miss this opportunity to gain valuable insights from Mo, the Goddess herself. Tune in to Ask Nyomi Bridging the Gap podcast live on February 15th at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You definitely don't want to miss.
Hey, it's Dr. Will with the Washington Wellness Institute. Here at the Institute, we focus on so many different things, but our biggest focus is modernizing how we take mental illness into holistic wellness and making healing a lifestyle. So, if you're interested in taking the next steps, whether it's a clinician, community member, or simply just a friend, sign up today for a 15-minute consultation. You won't regret it. Be kind to yourself and heal always.
All right, welcome back. It's your girl, the Goddess Nyomi Banks here on the Season of Self-Love podcast. And today we're talking about the role of gratitude in cultivating a dominant mindset. So before I want to prepare ourselves for a nice little quick 60-second guided breathing exercise to fully engage with today's transformation and insights, all right? So what I want you to do is just let's take a moment to find a comfort and stillness. And I want you to close your eyes and take a deep breath in, filling your lungs with peace, and slowly exhale the tension or the stress. Now this is so you can feel the groundedness, all right? It's creating a foundation of calm and focus. And this is for you to embrace the power role of gratitude in our lives. All right, I want you to breathe in again. A count of 4, 2, 3. Exhale and just release all the tension. Yes. Do another deep breath in. And when you breathe in, you think of all the positivity, everything that you are thankful for. Yes, and exhale. And one last deep breath in. Yes. And release. All right, again, thank you, thank you. And if you are new here tuning into the Season of Self-Love podcast, this is something that we do every month, every day, Monday through Friday, to where it's a part of our self-care routine. So we do this to ground us and center us before we get into the topic of hand. All right, so today is all about gratitude in the dominant mindset. So in this first segment, it's about understanding gratitude in the dominant mindset. So gratitude is more than just saying thank you. It's a practice that transforms our perspective and enriches our life experience. A dominant mindset, on the other hand, is about steering the course of our lives with authority and confidence. So together, gratitude and dominant mindset form a synergy that propels us towards personal growth and success. So let's discuss how these concepts intertwine and the benefits of integrating gratitude into our mindset development, okay? So when it comes to the relationships between a dominant mindset and gratitude, there can be both a positive and a negative aspect to consider it. So here's a breakdown on how they can relate to each other, all right? So with the positive dominance and gratitude, in a positive sense, a dominant mindset can be associated with assertiveness, confidence, and leadership qualities. So when combined with gratitude, this can create a powerful combination. A person with a dominant mindset who is also grateful may exhibit qualities such as appreciation for others, acknowledgement of their support, and recognition of their own strengths and accomplishments. But this can also lead to a balanced approach where assertiveness is tempered by gratitude and humility. Now, for the negative of dominance and a lack of gratitude, so we're going to go on the flip side. Now, a dominant mindset that lacks gratitude can manifest as an arrogance or self-centered or a lack of empathy towards others. So in the scenery, the focus is primarily on asserting power and control without considering the impact on others or expressing appreciation for their contribution. So this type of dominance can lead to a strained relationships as well as resentment for others and a limited perspective that hinders our personal growth and development. All right, so our next one is a balance of dominance and gratitude, where ideally a balanced approach involves integrating elements of dominance with gratitude. And this means being assertive and confident while also showing appreciation for others, acknowledging their efforts and cultivating a sense of humility. So when these traits are combined, a person can effectively lead, inspire, and motivate others while maintaining positive relationships and a sense of gratitude for the opportunities and support that they receive. And the next one is personal growth. It's by reflecting on the relationships between dominance and gratitude that can offer insights in one's behavior, attitude, and relationship. So striving to cultivate a balance between assertiveness and appreciation, it can lead to a personal growth and enhance communication skills and stronger reactions with others. So by practicing gratitude alongside a dominant mindset, individuals can harness the benefits of both approaches to foster self-improvement and interpersonal effectiveness. So all in all, the relationship between a dominant mindset and a gratitude can vary depending on how these qualities are expressed and integrated. So striving for balanced approach that combines assertiveness with appreciation This can lead to a positive outcome in both personal and a professional context. So now that you have the breakdown between dominant mindset and gratitude, now it's time for us to take another break. So when we come back, we are going to discuss cultivating gratitude and practices. All right. It's your girl, the Goddess Nyomi Banks here on the Season of Self-Love podcast. And we'll be right back.
Welcome to the Season of Self-Love podcast with Nyomi Banks, where every day is a chance to embrace self-discovery and personal growth. Join Nyomi on a transformative journey, streaming exclusively on Spotify and Breaker. With daily episodes from Monday through Friday, podcast is your daily dose of inspiration, motivation, and self-love. Dive deep into engaging conversations about self-care, mindfulness, and personal development. Nyomi brings you expert insights, practical tips, and uplifting stories from thought leaders in the field. Embark on a journey of self-discovery and unlock the power of self-love. Mark your calendars and tune in to the Season of Self-Love podcast, available every weekday on Spotify and Spreaker. Remember, it's time to prioritize yourself and embrace the beautiful season of self-love. Get inspired and join Nyomi Banks on the Season of Self-Love podcast.
Hi, I'm Dr. William C. Washington, aka Dr. Will, your friendly neighborhood counselor. One of the biggest things that I want to tell you about is that I'm a health psychologist, a licensed professional clinical counselor supervisor, an MDMA assisted therapist, a ketamine assisted therapist, a psychedelic integration prep specialist. I'm a researcher, a mentor, a supervisor, and also an artist. One of the biggest things about Washington Wells Institute is that I created this to modernize the way that we look into the world. And I hate to say it, but we're finally getting rid of the old ways of thinking. I want to bring in the silver age of psychology. And to do that, I've even created a model called restorative enhancement modality that focuses on motive and purpose to make healing a lifestyle. I want to offer this to you. I want to offer this to the world and to anyone that's ready to learn. So, if you're ready, sign up today. Be kind to yourself and heal always.
All right, well, welcome back. It's your girl, the Goddess Nyomi Banks here on the Season of Self-Love podcast. And today we're talking about the role of gratitude in cultivating a dominant mindset. So in the last segment, we talked about understanding gratitude in a dominant mindset and how the breakdown between them both and how they intertwine. But in this segment, it's all about cultivating a gratitude practice. See, well, cultivating a consistent gratitude practice, it can profoundly influence our outlook and mindset. In this segment, we'd explore practical tips and exercises for developing gratitude, such as journaling, mindful reflection, and expression, appreciation, and daily interaction. So through real life example, we'll see how gratitude can pivot our mindset from one of a lack to one of abundance and dominance. So let's start off with here are free practical tips or exercise to develop gratitude in your life. One is keep a gratitude. Take a few each day to write down 3 things that you are grateful for. And this is something that we actually kicked off the year of 2024 with. Is remember we did the 9 days of gratitude. 9 days of gratitude that each day we served a gratitude for something in our life. So also, this can be simple things like a good cup of coffee or a kind gesture for a friend or a beautiful sunset. So set something like that up. So even if you can't do it every day, say at least 3 days a week. You understand what I'm saying? Kind of start it off like that. All right. So even with that, make sure that you write it down because what it does is it helps reinforce positive aspects of your life. For me, I wake up with gratitude. I thank God that you were able to wake me up this morning and I'm healthy. You understand? I'm thankful that I'm able to be in a home that that I own, that I have a roof over my head. I have food on the table, that my children are alive, that my family is great. You understand? So on that aspect, I'm very gracious and very humbling that I do have these beautiful people that surround me, but also I have a place of peace. All right. So even the next one is express gratitude to others. So take the time to thank people in your life for their support, their kindness, or their help. And this can be a thank you note, a text message, or a face-to-face conversation. Showing appreciation is not only benefits them, but it also boosts your own feeling of gratitude. For me, that is something that I thank each and every day for my listeners, whether they are on this podcast or they're on Ask Naomi, and even the followers that I have. Because if you heard the other day that myself and Dr. Will was speaking of, is that having a follower, even in your social media, is that is a powerful tool that you have. And that for you to have a platform like that is to use it as sort. And understand that it's very gracious to have that leadership. You understand what I'm saying? That they really chose you as a leader, whatever aspect it is, whether it's in them influence you or entertaining them in some way. But still, for me, that's why I am so gracious of everyone that have came into my life, whether good or bad. Because in any moment that I had or any situation that I had that was good or bad, it taught me something. They've given something to my story. They've given something to my story. Period. All right, the next thing is notice the little things. Pay attention to the small moments of joy and beauty in your day-to-day life. And it can sound, like the sound of the birds chirping or the warmth of the sun on your skin or a smile from a stranger. Acknowledging these moments can help you to cultivate a sense of gratitude. Next is practice mindfulness. Incorporate mindfulness into your daily routine to help you stay present and appreciative in the moment. Mindful breathing, meditation, or body scans can help you to focus on the here and now and allowing you to notice and savor the good things in your life. The next one is change your perspective. When faced with challenges or setbacks, try to refrain from them a more positive light. So instead of dwelling on what went wrong, focus on what you have learned and how you have grown from those experiences. So shifting your perspective in ways that can help gratitude is even through difficult situations. Next, create a gratitude jar. This is something that we talked about before. I told you about my friend of mine that she actually had a joy jar. So if you can go to your neighborhood 99-cent store, dollar store, or whatever, and grab a jar and kind of put it on there to where every day throughout the day you are able to write little notes of what you're thankful for and put it into that jar. So then throughout the year, maybe monthly, you go in through that jar and you pull it out and you see what you're thankful for. Because even with those thankfuls that you're putting in there as well, you see the growth. You see the growth of you. You see the motivation, or you see the progress of which you've been working on as well. Do you understand? That makes sense to you all? All right. And also what it does, it reflects on the abundance in your life too. All right. So with this, it can be a powerful reminder of all the good things that you have to be grateful for. So by incorporating these tips and exercises into your daily routine, you can cultivate a greater sense of gratitude and appreciation for the richness of your life. So what I want to do right now, because I did speak about giving an example, and I had already prepared a story on one of my good girlfriends who's a professional athlete. I wanted to talk about her story at first, and but I am, because then I was gonna share a personal with me. But no, I'm gonna go ahead and share Sarah's story. So she's a friend of mine, and she's a professional athlete who's always been very driven and had a very dominant mindset. I mean, when I say competitive, Sister Girl was very competitive, very competitive and ambitious, and she was determined to be the best in whatever sport she did, especially when it came to basketball and track. But however, despite her success on the field, she often felt like she wasn't appreciated from our coaches or even the teams. She felt like she wasn't getting enough recognition or support from everyone, as well as her fans. So this was in high school. So then going to college, and now here, it kind of like, and I don't want to say that in the beginning she was unappreciative of it. She was. Because at a moment I used to say to her, you made it. You made it, girl. where others of us haven't. You know, you withstood the everything literally, and you there. And so one day, I just remember having this conversation with her, and probably a few weeks later, she actually decided to start practicing gratitude as a way to shift her mindset. And I remember her expressing to me on how appreciative that she was just of her natural talents and what she had to give and to offer. And the thing is that we had a girlfriend of ours who was sick for a long time, and some of the things that we were able to do that that young lady was no longer able to do. And so when she was able to see that, to appreciate, that's what for her to be able to appreciate more. So as well as her work ethics, she found out that there was opportunities that were coming her way by her being, positive, by her having gratitude, by her understanding and embracing everything that she had, but also not complaining, not complaining, not complaining. So now she takes time to thank her coaches, her teammates, her supporters. I get a text or girl, I just want to tell you thank you just for being there, just for being that girlfriend that put their foot in my butt. And I'm saying her name is Sarah, but it's really not Sarah, but we're just going to leave it like that. All right. But also what I saw with her is that as she was cultivating her gratitude, there was so many things that started for her, and she started to notice the shift in her mindset. So instead of her always focusing on the lack of, she began to see the blessings and an advantage in her life. And she realizes that she was surrounded by people who believe in her and support her and push her to the best of herself. So see, this shift in her perspective, it allowed her to approach her sport with a newfound sense of abundance and confidence. So with this mindset of abundance and gratitude, my good girlfriend, her dominance takes on a more positive and empowering form. And she leads her team with humility and appreciation and inspire them to work together towards shared goals. So now her performance out there, oof, sister girl be getting it. So she plays with joy, a sense of fulfillment, and she just know that she's supported and she is valued in so many different ways, and it's truly transformed her. So with Sarah's dominant mindset, and from one focus of lack to a discontent rooted in abundance and appreciation and positive leadership, the shift not only benefits Sarah personally, but also is a ripple effect for those around her, create a more harmonious and successful team dynamic. All right. So now that I've shared an example of gratitude or appreciation that changed the trajectory of one's life, I want to share a little bit of mine. And when I say that I've done a lot of things in my life, I've been on several different spectrum of the entertainment business as well as other things professionally. And before, I was always looking for validation or why I'm not here, or why I don't get noticed here, there. And but people on the outside was look at me and say, you are so successful, you got everything. You got everything that anybody would ever want. But I was always looking at, I used to live by the thing is that I have no ceiling on my success. My success is unlimited. I used to feel that way. I still do, but now it's different because now I appreciate everything that I've accomplished, everything that I have that's around me. And I don't mean materialistic thing. I mean the abundance of love and support that I've had from my family. And I'm going to be very honest when I say this. I've had more support than non-support from my family and friends. And those that are no longer in my life, I thank them for the season that they were there. And that's why when you come full circle all back around and I'm here at this moment and I'm speaking with you, I can appreciate it so much now because it taught me now to live in the moment, to be mindful of everything that I have, but also to slow it down, that I no longer have to run anymore or think about running. Use the things in the situations that are around me right now that I have more control of. Instead of me jumping way 2 weeks, 3 months, a year, 3 years from now, I am in a moment of today. And I appreciate the things that are around me. And I work within that, if that makes sense. So what it does, it makes me appreciate it even more. But it also makes me appreciate the journey to where I am living. I'm living now. I ain't living for yesterday, and I'm not living for tomorrow, but I'm living for now. But also what that does is that because I have a very dominant personality and I am such a go-getter, very much so. But with having that gratitude along with my dominant mindset, it just made me that more unstoppable. It just really made my goddess light shine even brighter. So when you combine both of them, my beautiful people out there, you can shine and you can be able to accomplish anything in the world. Anything. And I'm telling you, this mindset right here, just going through those little things and appreciating it today, it has truly been a trajectory of a change in my life. It has. And I now see things more clearer and more opportunities are coming to me and doors are opening up. Yes, they are. But that's because I now understand that having gratitude as well as a dominant mindset and keeping those balance is the key. It's the key. All right. All right, my beautiful people. Well, let's do this. Let's take a quick break. And then when we come back, we'll be talking about embracing a dominant mindset. All right. It's your girl, the goddess, Nyomi Banks, here on the Season of Self-Love podcast. And we'll be right back. All right, my sexy people. Are you ready to be inspired and motivated to create the life of your dreams? Then mark your calendars for February 15th at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Because Ask Nyomi Bridging the Gap, we are back live and with an incredible guest. So get ready to meet Mo, the goddess, a lifestyle coach, entrepreneur, and the author of the captivating book, Permission to Power. You won't want to miss this captivating conversation as Mo, the goddess, dives deep into her personal journey, revealing the challenges she has overcome, the lessons she's learned, and the breakthroughs that transformed her life. So mark your calendars for February 15th at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and join us live for an unforgettable episode of Ask Nyomi Bridging the Gap podcast. Get ready to be inspired, motivated, and discover the power within you to create a life that you deserve. So don't miss this opportunity to gain valuable insights from Mo, the goddess herself. Tune in to Ask Nyomi Bridging the Gap podcast live on February 15th at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You definitely don't want to miss.
Welcome to the Season of Self-Love podcast with Nyomi Banks, where every day is a chance to embrace self-discovery and personal growth. Join Nyomi on a transformative journey, streaming exclusively on Spotify and Breaker. With daily episodes from Monday through Friday, podcast is your daily dose of inspiration, motivation, and self-love. Dive deep into engaging conversations about self-care, mindfulness, and personal development. Nyomi brings you expert insights, practical tips, and uplifting stories from thought leaders in the field. Embark on a journey of self-discovery and unlock the power of self-love. Mark your calendars and tune in to the Season of Self-Love podcast, available every weekday on Spotify and Spreaker. Remember, it's time to prioritize yourself and embrace the beautiful season of self-love. Get inspired and join Nyomi Banks on the Season of Self-Love podcast.
All right, welcome back. It's your girl, the goddess Nyomi Banks here on the Season of Self-Love podcast. And today we're talking about the role of gratitude in cultivating a dominant mindset. So in this segment, we're talking about embracing a dominant mindset, all right? So with the foundation of gratitude and adopting a dominant mindset becomes a natural progression. So we'll dive into affirmations and visualization techniques that reinforce this mindset. So as well as offering strategies to navigate challenges and setbacks from a position of strength and dominance. And I encourage you to incorporate a gratitude into your daily routines, facilitating a transformative shift in your mindset. So earlier this week, we talked about visualization and affirmation. So first I want to talk about what affirmations is. Just to repeat, it's a repeat positive affirmations daily, such as I am strong and capable and resilient. I face challenges with confidence and grace. And I grow stronger with every obstacle that I overcome. So these affirmations can help to reprogram your mindset and reinforce a dominant attitude. So now with visualization, the visualization techniques is involved a more mentally picturing yourself overcoming challenges and setbacks with ease. All right. So it's more when you close your eyes, you imagine yourself facing obstacles head on and you're feeling strong and resilient in the control. So also you will visualize yourself emerging victorious and thriving to no matter what comes your way. All right. So for these strategies, I'm going to give you some strategies that you can navigate and challenge with your setback. One is to refrain from challenges. So instead of seeing challenges as a roadblock, view them as opportunities for growth and learning. We say this often, and we need to shift our perspective to find a silver lining in every setback. Focus on a solution. When faced with a challenge, focus on finding a solution rather than dwelling on the problem. Break down the issues into manageable steps and take proactive measures to addressing it. The next one is seek support. So don't be afraid to reach out for help or support when navigating challenges. Also, surround yourself with strong support system or friends, neighbors, colleagues, mentors that can provide guidance or encouragement. And always practice self-care. Prioritize self-care activities that nurture you physically, emotionally, and your mental well-being. Engage in activities that recharge you and boost your resilience, such as exercise, meditation, journaling, and spending time in nature. And also embracing your failures as growth. So understand that setbacks and failures are a natural part of the journey towards success, and embrace them as opportunities to learn, pivot, and grow stronger. So remember that true strength lies in how you bounce back from adversity. So by incorporating these affirmations, visualization, and strategies into your daily routine, you can cultivate a mindset, a dominant one, that would empower you to navigate challenges, setbacks from the position of strength and resilience. So stay committed to your personal growth journey and remember that you have the power within you to overcome any obstacle that comes your way. So at this moment, what I want to do is I want to guide you through a guided meditation with focus on gratitude and a dominant mindset to not only end our beautiful week, but also to start a great weekend, great weekend so you can be ready for another dominant week starting on Monday, all right? All right, so I want you to begin by finding a comfortable seated position with your feet grounded on the floor and your hands resting gently on your lap. Now close your eyes and take a deep breath in, filling your lungs with fresh air and exhaling slowly, releasing any tension or stress. Now bring your focus to your heart center and imagine a warm, glowing light radiating from your heart, filling your entire body with love and gratitude. Now with each breath, I want you to feel this light expanding and elevating you to a sense of peace and contentment. I want you to reflect on the past week and all the experiences, both big and small, that filled you with joy and gratitude. So now I want you to bring your mind to the people, the moments, and the achievements that made your heart sing. Allow yourself to bask in this feeling of appreciation for all that you have in your life. So as you continue to breathe deeply, I want you to visualize a bright and vibrant future ahead of you. I want you to see yourself stepping into the weekend with a positive and grateful mindset, ready to embrace new adventures and opportunities. Now, I want you to take a moment to just sit in that intention for the weekend ahead. It could be to spend quality time with loved ones, engage in activities that bring you joy, or simply to practice self-care and relaxation. All right, so before we conclude this meditation, I want you to take one final deep breath in, feeling a gratitude and positivity filling you up. And as you exhale slowly, releasing any remaining tension or worry. So when you are ready, I want you to gently open your eyes. And I want you to carry this sense of gratitude and positivity with you as you transition into the weekend. And I want you to remember that a grateful heart is a magnet for miracles. So have a wonderful weekend ahead. And I hope you find that this guided meditation is helpful in cultivating a mindset of gratitude and positivity as you end the week and you embark on the weekend, all right? All right. Again, I want to thank you so much. And again, if you're new here to the Season of Self-Love, I want to welcome you always. On every Friday, we make sure that we do a guided meditation, but not only to serve as gratitude for the week that we had before, or that we are currently ending, but also for the weekend that we have to come. That better prepare us for a positive, setting up for a positive weekend. All right. So as we wrap up today's episode, I want to just revisit essentially the connections between gratitude and dominant mindset and how they intertwine. But I also want to invite you to embark on this journey for transformation. So by integrating gratitude practices into your life and witnessing the profound impact on your mindset and overall well-being, again, I want to thank you and tell you I appreciate you for joining me here on the Season of Self-Love podcast. Your presence and willingness to grow, what makes this journey so rewarding. So don't forget to tune in to our next episode and for our insights into personal growth and self-love. And so until then, I want you to remember a heart full of gratitude is a cornerstone of dominance. So again, enjoy your weekend. This is Super Bowl weekend. You have a great, safe time. Have lots of fun. For me, be lit. I don't know who you are rooting for, but whoever it is, I hope they win and have a great time. Again, be safe. Thank you for listening to the Season of Self-Love podcast. If you have any questions or would like to connect with us, you can follow us on social media. Just search for the Season of Self-Love on Instagram. And if you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover, feel free to email us at elevateme9999@gmail.com. And remember, you are worthy of love, growth, and happiness. So keep shining bright, and I'll see you tomorrow for another episode of the Season of Self-Love. Be good to one another and yourselves, and always keep it sexy. Send a light, love, and prayers.